Hear me out. So I have an idea, right?
Okay.
We got a lot of artists at the school.
Well,
I feel like.
I just want to say the last idea that you
go
had
ahead.
was that, the school manufactures squirrels, so like take this with a grain
Okay.
of salt. Welcome back to Ramblin. I'm your host, Peter Canale, here with my co-host, Ryan Irving.
What is going on, everybody?
And for the first time in a long time, I got to say, I'm excited to have this show today.
Yes.
How about you, Ryan?
I am pumped to be back. It's been a short summer. I honestly feel like we never took a break. But, pumped to be back. Ramblin' season 2. I'm ready.
September's almost over already. The year's is already flying by.
Yeah, it's wild.
So we got a lot to talk about, don't
Actually,
we?
by the time this episode's out, it's probably going to be like, what, October?
October 1st, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I know. It's all your fault, Ryan.
It is all my fault. Just the passage of time. It's all my fault. So before we start, we got to address some things.
We do have some explaining to do.
Yes.
About our easel, the weasel.
Is it an easel or a whiteboard? We don't know. We discussed it.
There's a lot.
We finally ended with weasel. It is a weasel. Easel plus whiteboard makes weasel.
I think that's a happy medium. I think we're good with that.
Yes, clearly none of us took AP art history, so we just can't tell the difference. Sorry.
Anyway, more important things. Like, why are we in a new room, Ryan? Like, what happened?
That's a good question. So basically, those of you guys that watched season 1 last year, we had a beautiful set in the art reference room. And it was great.
It made us look so smart too because of all the books in the
We
back.
did.
It gave us some credibility.
We looked like fine, educated young men.
Which we are.
We are. Hosting a podcast. Just fine, educated young men hosting a podcast.
That's what we are.
But essentially, over the summer, it's gone. The room is gone. We'll never see it ever again. All the knowledge has been burned. The books are burned. No, the books are burned. We don't burn books.
They're somewhere in the building.
They're on the second floor, actually. They're on the second floor. So if you guys are feeling nostalgic for Ramblin', you can go on the second floor.
But the second floor is pretty big. Where in the second floor?
I don't know. It's somewhere in one of the hallways. One of the blank hallways.
One of the hallways.
They need posters. They need posters, guys.
That clarified a lot. One of the hallways.
But we'll talk about that later. But
anyway.
So
we have this new set. We have a nice setup with our weasel and our table, but it's not all that it could be. There's a lot of potential in this. We have pretty much a blank canvas to work with.
We do.
So
literally, I mean, this room is completely.
No, he was talking about the weasel.
Oh, the weasel. I thought we were talking about the blank canvas that is this.
No, but room. We have so many possibilities that we can't, so many things that we can do with this room that we don't even know. We can't even make a decision.
Sky's the limit.
So
we did make a decision.
What Ryan and I thought we were going to do, good idea, great idea. Maybe we'll have, the guests will bring like a little plushie, we'll put it on the table or something.
Yeah. It was actually just Peter's idea. Just let's give him credit. It was just Peter's idea.
And, if they have a poster they want us to put up, we'll hang up a poster, just some little things. And it'll culminate in one of those neon signs, the weasel it'll be good for a while, but it's gonna go.
We're gonna have to say goodbye.
We're gonna have to say goodbye to the weasel. But in its place, there'll be this cool neon sign, like those ones that you see in I don't even know where you diners. Those neon signs. It'll say Ramblin' on it, and then there'll be like a little on-air thing underneath it, maybe. So if any alumni wants to fund that, come on.
We're welcoming some sponsors. Come on, guys.
We do need some sponsors.
We do.
But no, that's going to be the arc of the season, just watching this room change.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a couch instead of 2 chairs that we found somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited to see what this room has to offer.
Definitely. I mean, as you guys can tell, our budget has increed exponentially.
Substantially. I mean, you think that plushie was cheap?
Yes. Like it's state of the art plushie actually. Only the finest and the best.
Right. What's his name?
Oh, we discussed it. So the name needs to start with an R, and obviously it's not going to be Ryan the Ram, because why would I name it after myself?
That was his first choice, by the way.
No, Ryan the Ram.
It was the first choice.
Not naming the Ram after myself. My first choice is Ronald the Ram. It would be Ronald if we were in our educated art reference set. Unfortunately, we have been.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, because Ronald is more sophisticated. But now that we're in this other set, this blank canvas of a set, it's Ronnie. So he's a little more.
Well, I think I think it's more important that we get the people involved on this.
Right.
Give them a couple
agree.
options.
I agree.
We got Ronald, Ronnie.
Raymond.
No.
Raymond. That's a fine.
Raymond
that's a
the
fine
Ram?
name.
I don't like
Raymond the Ram. That's a fine name. What other names start with R?
Ricky.
Good idea, Augustin.
I'm a big fan of Ricky.
Ricky the Ram.
I'm
Rick.
down for Ricky.
Rick. Okay, we should get off that. Okay, yeah. So now that we've addressed all the changes, I'm just gonna
Maybe we should do Ryan. Great
Yeah.
idea. We'll do a Schoology like poll. Give
We
like
will.
three, 4 names.
yes. But I mean, obviously, because you guys are such great fans, we're gonna name it Rami. We're not naming it. Maybe we'll put Rami as an option now. So
Rami.
if you guys are into Rami the Ram, we'll definitely we'll definitely add that. So yeah, we got to talk about some things though.
Some things will be talked about today.
Yes, for sure. So over the summer, actually, you want to take the lead on this? The new building additions.
I'm still split on the new building additions. You know, I love the old building the way it was laid out before, and I see the benefits of the new buildings, but I don't know. Like I like them, but I'm not used to them. That's what I have to say. But I don't want to take the lead on it because I'm still getting used to it. You know, Ryan.
Well, I mean,
You're more adaptable than me. I'm more set in my ways. You know?
I don't know about that, but I mean, I don't know. I said this earlier, but like first day of orientation, I walk in, and I also feel like the whole construction was something that like didn't even really get emphasized to us. Like I feel like most people coming into the school in September had no idea like how much it would really get changed. So I mean, I knew that they would be doing some.
We thought they just had like a few new rooms, and then I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot of change.
So
I was not ready for that. I was
we-
like not prepared for that.
Yes, we knew that the building was definitely going to be doing some construction, but I didn't know that as I was walking up the 3rd floor to orientation, I would leave the stairway into like a whole new building, because that's what it kind of felt like.
I mean, it's just that what made you feel that way is because the walls are all white. There's nothing really like decorated on them yet. So like, you know, that'll come in time.
That actually, hear me out. So I have an idea, right?
Okay.
We got a lot of artists at the school.
Well,
I feel like.
I just want to say the last idea that you had was that, you know, the school manufactures squirrels. So like, take this with a grain
Okay,
of salt.
this idea is actually a good idea, and let me just say, the squirrel idea was a fantastic, sophisticated idea with some solid evidence.
No, it was a thesis.
It was a great thesis that was made in our educated art room, where only the most educated of people get to make ideas. Unfortunately, Mr. Ahern, the most educated of them all,
debunked your theory.
He debunked my thesis with like one sentence. So if you guys want to watch that, check out our episode of Mr. Ahern from last season.
Rhyme with the plugs. Oh
yes,
my
of course.
Anyway, your
what were
idea.
you talking about? Oh, right.
You had a good idea.
So I feel like we have a ton of talent, ton of artists at the school, right? Colin Van Hook, our producer, graphic design. I'm not gonna like name other people, but I mean, because I can't really think of any on the top of my head. That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, Colin gets all of our promos.
I mean, he's the GOAT. But my idea is we take all this talent that we have here. I think it would be sick if we had people like
what kind of talent? What are you
artistic talent, artistic drawing talent, to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's so much opportunity with all that blank space in the hallways and on the walls. I think it'd be so sick if we had people like making posters, making designs, like
making murals, even like
mural.
on the
Exactly.
second floor?
Murals.
Yeah.
Murals. You guys ever seen like the finale of The Office when Pam paints it, right? Yeah. Pam paints the huge mural. It's sentimental. It's nice to see. It brings the office together, and I think Fordham Prep can learn a lot from the office in that sense. And you kind of like use all the talent we have to make something really cool. I think it could be really, really sick. So yeah, that was my idea. You know, administration, if you're listening.
Ryan, I gotta say, I'm actually surprised. That was a good idea. I'm behind this idea.
Thank you, Peter.
I'm so proud of you. You've grown so much since your days of like.
Guys, there is an army of squirrels in the basement. That's where I've grown from.
You know, Ryan, that's all well and good. Your idea.
Yes.
You know.
Yep.
But we have something to talk about. Something pretty big that happened to me and you.
I'm ready.
I wanted you to talk. That was kind of the layup
No,
for you to start talking about it.
Okay. Okay. I assume you're talking about our experience at freshman orientation.
Yes.
Okay. So basically for junior ministry, for the underclassmen that aren't aware, basically when you guys are juniors in campus ministry, you're gonna have the opportunity to have little brothers that you get to tour around the school. Your little brothers are freshmen, and it's a really cool thing. I encourage everyone to take advantage of it. But we were there to show our little brothers around, which is only supposed to take about 45 minutes, an hour.
Yeah, so we were supposed to leave. The whole point of you mentioned that, we're supposed to leave at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
That's when we're supposed to leave.
A.M., not P.M., A.M.
Obviously.
Well, we stayed late.
Okay.
Late. That was unnecessary.
So that day, the freshmen were supposed to have their freshman field day, which was a great experience. You remember
awesome
that?
Experience.
I love that.
Awesome.
But unfortunately, it was raining that day, so the freshmen, they weren't able to go outside because it was raining.
No.
Right? So the admissions staff and like everybody was really put in a tough spot. They had all these freshmen that had nothing to do, like literally nothing to do.
So they think what, Peter? What do they think?
No, it would be good if Peter and Ryan talked to them. That would be good.
Yeah.
Showed a little bit of the podcast, get them in the theater. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Which is a good idea.
Yeah.
Which is a great idea.
Little did they know.
On our part, we are terrible at executing good ideas.
That's not true. But little did they know that these presentations, if any of the freshmen are watching, we had some. Actually, our first group, it was not as much engagement, I will say. Yeah. But the second and third groups,
again, not good execution on our part.
Peter led a 1 versus like 70 argument about, and this was after we talked about.
I'm proud of it.
After we talked about like the importance of joining clubs and stuff, we surveyed the crowd. What do you guys think about mashed potatoes with ketchup? Mashed potatoes with ketchup.
Yeah, no, you got it right.
Which again, if you watched season 1 last year, we asked every guest what they thought about it. We're not bringing that back this year. No. Just want to say
this is just part of the story that happened in the past, and we're gonna leave it in the past.
Yes.
Okay.
So we had some engagement. We had a lot of questions. Why would you ever put ketchup on mashed potatoes? Oh, I love ketchup and mashed potatoes.
But then what you should try?
Yeah.
Macaroni with tuna.
What?
Macaroni and cheese with tuna.
Macaroni with tuna?
Macaroni and cheese with tuna. Mac and cheese with tuna.
Who eats that? I didn't even know that. He eats that.
That guy eats that.
Colin Van Oak eats that. I mean, all right, hear me out. And it was the same thing with ketchup and with mashed potatoes and ketchup. And obviously, I don't want to stay on the food topic too long. But I wasn't even aware that people mix these things. Like,
and you know what?
Mac and cheese and tuna?
We're going to stay blissfully unaware. I'm wiping it from my memory. I didn't hear that freshman say that.
Yes. You know what? If we can locate that freshman somehow, we'd love to have you on the show.
Yeah. Maybe you can make your case before we throw you off the show.
And maybe we'll listen. Opinion. Maybe we'll listen, or we'll throw you out.
No, whichever comes first. If you start off with something stupid, like, no, it's really good, guys, then you're gone. Yeah. Like, you're gone.
Another thing I want to talk about.
Several things that you want to.
There's actually several. I mean, there's several, but. Where'd the bells go? Where did the bells go? I think the bells got destroyed in the construction because
No.
Did we have bells last summer?
Last summer we weren't in school.
Excuse me, not last summer. Last year. Okay, whatever.
Anyway, last year I don't think did we have them last year? I honestly don't remember.
I actually don't think we did.
I don't think we did either.
But last year the schedule was kind of
soft. Yeah.
Yes, everything landed on the 5s and the 10s.
Yeah. But this year it's a bunch of weird times and it's like. What, 10:38?
We got some 11:09s.
Yeah,
11:09s this year.
Like I would love a nice bell to tell me that, hey guys, it's 11:52. Get to class. Like
yeah, definitely. It's also like another thing is a lot of the clocks, and I feel like this has been an issue since even before we were here.
This has been an issue since forever. Like
these clocks are literally broken. Like they don't tell the correct time.
You know what it is? I remember. I think Mr. Jacinti told me this. Told my entire Latin 1 class about this freshman year. There's a thing. It's called the Fordham Prep time zone, and because all the clocks are off, all the clocks that are in the room are off by like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's really the Fordham Prep. Back when they had the bells were rigged to those clocks, right? So the Fordham Prep time zone was like 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half off of like what the actual time was.
Yeah.
So
I mean that's honestly facts. Like we really do have our own time zone.
But like that's what I'm saying. The clocks are the clocks. They're not going to change.
Yeah. Know? Well, I mean, they can change. Can't we have someone come in and just change them to the regular time?
No, it's not. No, it's a unique.
It's too much. It's too much.
No, it's a unique thing that the school has. It's cool.
You're right. But like, okay, for example, though, with the bells, like I was in a class today, and the clock is behind like 10 minutes, and we finished. I forget what the time was. Some weird time. Like let's just say like 12:43. It was like 12:41 in real time, and then in Fordham Prep time zone time, it was like did I say 12:43 was the end time? Let's say it was like whatever. It was like 12:30.
We get the point. We get the point.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
I just want. I'm pro Bell. I want the Bells back.
You want to write a petition about that? You want to start a petition for that?
Fordham Prep newspaper. We'll write an article. Pro Bell.
You're gonna write an article.
I'll bring back the Bell.
I know you're gonna do that.
I mean, I really don't think it's that big of a deal, but it is kind of annoying sometimes. Like,
yeah, but you've been experiencing some writer's block recently, so
yes,
the Bells might get you going.
Yeah, got a lot to say about the Bells.
You know what, Ryan? We'll adjust to that.
Hey, Peter, where did the computer come from?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Movie magic got this computer in my lap. Anyway, if you guys watched our last season, you'll remember that we did for maybe what did we do? 2 episodes. We did a top 5.
That's an OG.
That was Colin nodding. Thank you.
Only the OGs now.
Anyway, we're bringing it back just for this episode.
Maybe for the season, honestly.
I like this segment. If you guys like it.
Explain what it is.
You know, it's a top 5. I have a top 5. Ryan is going to try to guess my top 5 of a certain thing. And since I'm uncreative, we're going to talk about food. This is the last time we're going to do this.
Okay.
Talk about food. Okay. So my top 5 I got going here is the top 5 fast food restaurants that exist in America.
Okay. Let's go.
I've got my top 5.
Okay.
It's looking quite controversial, so this will be fun. But you know, Ryan, I'm gonna give you the 5th one because you don't know it probably.
Okay.
But that'll maybe give you a clue as to like my headspace.
Okay.
Okay. So my number 5 favorite is Smash Burger. You know what Smash Burger is? Smash Burger.
I haven't seen a Smash Burger in
a while, yeah. But there's one on Central Avenue, a little further past the Shake Shack. It's a little past there. But
solid choice.
Classic from my childhood. You know, there was the one by that Joann's. I don't know. The Joann's is a big sign. I don't shop at Joann's. It's just a giant sign that I passed it. All right. Anyway, now I turn it over to you, Ryan. Can you figure out the other 4?
I'll pick. Yeah. So I mean, how many fast food places are there in America?
There's a lot.
There's definitely a lot.
There's a couple studies I could.
Wait, hold up. So if I guess a restaurant that's number 2 on your list,
I'll tell you that is number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So McDonald's is definitely there. McDonald's is like the staple of
you
fast
know
food.
what? McDonald's is number 2.
Okay. I knew. Look. I had the 2 up. I knew it was gonna be 2.
You know what? Maybe we'll give Colin. Do you want to try to guess? Augustine, do you want to try to guess?
Our team behind the cameras. We got Colin and we got
Augustine.
They're great. They help us out
behind
the scenes.
You know, they're a lot smarter than me and Ryan.
Yeah, so. You know, they were born in the art reference room.
Anyway, okay.
Getting
so
educated.
Here we go. Colin, get back here. Let's.
My guess is gonna be Taco Bell.
Taco Bell does not make the list.
What? How?
Cause sit your butt in the chair.
Taco Bell not make your list?
Sit your butt in the chair. Okay. All right.
Where did that accent come?
And let's move on, Augustine.
Move on. Wait, we have to address. How could Taco Bell? You heard of Crunchwrap Supreme?
Yes.
Okay. So you've had a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Why would I ever go to Taco Bell when Chipotle exists?
You clearly you didn't spend enough time in the art reference room because your intelligence levels right now are just.
Why do I want a taco that's like triply wrapped in cheese? Like
you don't get tacos. You don't get tacos at Taco Bell, bro. You get burritos. You get burritos. You get Crunchwrap Supremes. You get burritos. You get Crunchwrap Supremes.
You know what? Maybe
and if you're feeling risky, you get a quesadilla.
If you guys pay for my Taco Bell,
Taco Bell, please sponsor us.
If you guys pay for my Taco Bell, then you know what? Then maybe I'll give it another try. Anyway, Augustine, your turn.
My guess is Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A does make the list.
Okay.
At a little controversial spot though. Number 3 on the list.
Okay. No, I respect
out of
that.
5.
I mean,
it's average.
I've had so much Chick-fil-A.
It's amazing. It's amazing. But it's just for me, like it's not very readily available to me.
I mean,
I live in Westchester. There's not like any like really.
But I think that's what if you're from Westchester, I think that's what makes it so great. Like
because you only have it every now and then.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're back to you, Ryan.
Okay. Let's think. Okay. I'm snapping like it's gonna help me think
No,
clear.
y-
Oh. Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Colin's gonna get mad at this, but Shake Shack's my number one.
Let's go.
Shake Shack is my number one.
That's a great
It's a great
decision.
restaurant.
Shake Shack is the
Shack is-
best burger
Oh,
place of all time.
well, not of all time. It's the best fast food burger.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
it's
what I
not
meant.
the best burger
That's
of
what I
all
meant.
time. That's a little
Actually, I'd rather get a burger. Okay, you might kill me now, but I'd rather get a cheeseburger from Shake Shack than a cheeseburger from like a New York City steakhouse.
Okay, Colin, your turn.
My turn to do what? Guess again?
Yes.
Come here, Colin.
We still have one more. We got one more. The number 4 spot.
Number 4. That's such a specific spot.
All right. I know this isn't on the list, but I just want to get the word out there. It's the place better than Chick-fil-A, Popeyes.
Popeyes is on the list, and it is number 4. Popeyes, hot take. It's below Chick-fil-A on the list, but Popeyes is. It's like, Colin, do you agree with me? It's like Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. They're like here. Like,
You can't get good. There's no. I just have to disagree.
Chick-fil-A is miles ahead of Popeyes. This is an argument that I would, if we ever have Mr. Pedro back on the show, we talked about it last year at the diversity retreat. You know, it angered a lot of people in the room.
wait,
it's a controversial
that
take.
was a topic of conversation.
It was during our break. During our break, we weren't discussing.
I said that I preferred Popeyes, and the whole room went in on me, including my good friend Ryan.
It's a terrible opinion.
Yes, and a great teacher, Mr. Pedro. I respect both of them, and then they said that, and I didn't. But I respect them again because they're both great people.
Thanks, Colin.
Thanks, guys.
You're a great person,
you know
too.
what?
You're a great person,
You
too.
guys' contributions today have been great. You know, I think we had a pretty good conversation, Ryan. What do you think?
We did. Dude, I'm just so happy to be back, man. I
am
love Ramblin.
extremely
I
happy
love
to be back.
Ramblin.
And I'm even more excited to shoot
Yeah.
episode 2, hopefully next week.
How about you, Rami? Cool.
Well, that's all we got for you today. Thank you guys for watching, and see you all next time.
Yeah.